United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today we are studying the Persian Gulf War.
Wow, that's great.
Is this important?
Thank you, Brady. Shut up, Michael. Of course it's important.
Why is everything important?
What was that, Michael?
Nothing, Professor Nixon.
That's what I thought. How about the Persian Gulf War? Can anybody tell me who fought in this war?
Let me guess. The Persians and somebody.
Nice try. Wrong, but still nice.
The Persian Gulf War was fought by the United Nations, led by the USA and Iraq.
Very good, Brady. After Iraqi President Saddam Hussein invaded the neighboring country of Kuwait, other Arab nations like Saudi Arabia and Egypt called for action by the United Nations.
And they went and when?
They gave Iraq a deadline to pull out of Kuwait. However,
Iraq didn't leave? What, they left?
no, you're right. Just don't interrupt me again, it'll be a break. After Iraq failed to pull out of Kuwait, the UN jumped into action led by our president, George H.W. Bush. Who knows what the offensive launched by the UN was called?
Operation Oil?
Shut up, you liberal! Yes.
Isn't that, Operation Desert Storm?
Yes, now how much do you know about Operation Desert Storm?
It was a large-scale aerial assault against Iraq, led by the United States, using new technology such as the B-2 stealth bombers and F-117 Nighthawks. The U.S. was able to reduce the Iraqi Air Force to a point that it was a non-factor in the war, and the operation was a key part in keeping the war as short as it was.
Well stated, Brady. Operation Desert Storm was such an extremely effective offensive that it made the war the rout it was.
If this war was so short, why was it important?
Oh, Michael, you sad, strange child. Your prepubescent mind could not comprehend the implications of a conflict like this. But it is my duty as a teacher to teach this to you. Or do you want to explain, Brady?
Though the Gulf War was recognized as a decisive victory for the coalition, Kuwait and Iraq suffered enormous damage, and Saddam Hussein was not forced from power. Intended by coalition leaders to be a limited war fought at minimum cost, it would have lingering effects for years to come both in the Persian Gulf region and around the world. In immediate aftermath of the war, Hussein's forces brutally suppressed uprisings by Kurds in the north of Iraq and Shiites in the south. The United States-led coalition failed to support the uprisings, afraid the Iraqi state would be dissolved if they succeeded. In the years that followed, U.S. and British aircraft continued to patrol skies and mandate a no-fly zone in Iraq, while Iraqi authorities made every effort to frustrate the carrying out of peace terms, especially United Nations weapons inspections. This resulted in a brief resumption of hostilities in 1998, after which Iraq steadfastly refused to admit weapon inspectors. In addition, Iraqi forces regularly exchanged fire with U.S. and British aircraft over the no-fly zone.
No fly.
And that's the aftermath of the Gulf War.
Thank you.
I saw online that this was about oil interests for the U.S.
Where did you see this?
YouTube? Oh, you don't think it's a good source.
Mr. Nixon, the bell's about to ring.
Is this gonna be on the test?
How should I know? I'm only here to teach you. Ask Brady.
He was trying to be funny. Yes, it will be on the test.
Stated, Brady. Operation Desert Storm was the rout. I'm serious about putting the tribute to John Maynard in.
Maybe.
No,
After we record this.
What? They gave Iraq a deadline to pull out of Kuwait. However,
Iraq didn't leave?
to understand John Maynard. Stated, Brady. Operation Desert Storm was extremely effective offensive.
If this war was so important, what so short?
Oh, Michael, you sad, strange child. Your prepubescent mind could not simply comprehend the replications of this damn John Maine, he's America.
Michael!
What are you doing?